Greetings undetermined spectators of the World Wide Web. I am Tall Lanky Guy. Welcome back to the Age of Deliverance. We're right back where we left off, which was where our not really fearless hero, unnamed person, decided that he needed to go back to outside, even though he had met with some weird being entity thing that knocked him unconscious and then gently placed him back in bed. So yeah, anyway, that's where we're at. Let's get her done. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Oh, hello. Oh. Ah, it's a person. Ah. Oh. Hi. Hello. Hey. Hey, wait. Wow. I guess I'm not as alone as I thought. And that girl, she was really... Priorities, man. It's possibly post-apocalyptic in her... Okay, she looked familiar. Have I seen her before? You might have. I don't know. It's been almost 2 years since I've seen another person, let alone a woman. I guess that's fair. You could be excited to see a pretty person. Oh, you gotta hold yourself, John. His name is John. Guys, meet John. She must have run off into town. I think that's where I've seen her before. I have to go find her. The first thing that you need to do, you see a pretty lady, is you need to immediately run after her, regardless of whether she wants you to or not. Here we go again. Oh, it's our good friend Weird Two-Face Entity thing. John. What are you? What are you doing out here? Well, I need to go and restock my supplies. That's the actual reason that he had to go, guys. Eyes on the prize. Alright. If that is all you must do, then go ahead. This is a very reasonable thing. But return home quickly, or I shall find you again. And then knock you unconscious, but not enough to hurt you and then put you back in bed. So be quick or I'll make you take another nap. I can't believe that worked. I can't believe it either. But let's go. Oh, it's the girl. There she is. Why is she running away from me? Why do they always run? I think she ran into the store here. Hello. I'm here. I'm John. Hi. I meet a lot of girls here, so this is really exciting. I'm sorry to follow you like this, but holy cow, this In-game is... Oh, I was just about to say the in-game music was really intense for the situation, but it has read the room and quieted down. No, it's fine. I love it when people stalk me. It was really rude and weird of me to go to your house and then just run away like that. Yeah, we haven't really addressed that. That was really weird. I don't know about rude, but, it was pretty weird. Actually, I visited your place a few times before, but this was the first time the gate was open. That's also really weird. When I saw you come out, I wasn't sure how you would react to me being there, so I ran away. It was pretty silly of me. I'm the one who should be apologizing. These people are a little rusty on their social skills after a couple years. I had no idea anyone was left here besides me. I thought I was the center of the world and I'd been left behind, and I thought I might have been turning into Nicolas Cage. So wait, you've gone to my house before? Yeah. I would walk there every now and then. Sometimes I saw smoke coming from your chimney, or light flickering in your windows. I even saw you a few times, but you never noticed me, so it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I wanted to go and say hello, but your gate was boarded up and locked, so I figured you wanted to keep people out. I wasn't sure if it would be a good idea to bother you. I'm just gonna give this girl this voice the whole time, because it's great. I don't believe you. It was my decision to become a recluse and lock myself up in my home. Being a hermit is a choice. But lately, I've been regretting that choice. Do you know what happened to everyone else? The rest of society? Well, they all left a long time ago. Once supplies began to run low here, they got together and decided to make the trip down to New York City. They figured their chances of survival would be better. Back then, word was that the city had become dangerous. But there were more resources and food there. At least that's what they were hoping for. I would have gone with them too, but my dad was sick at the time. He was the owner of this store, and he lived in the apartment upstairs all his life. He didn't want to leave. So he stayed here. I did my best to take care of him. He always said that if the world was ending, he wanted to spend his last days at home. This girl is basically just like the female incarnation of, Daniel Cook. This is Daniel Cook. Yeah. He passed away about 2 months ago, right as summer was starting. That's really sad. I guess the stress of living the way we had been caught up to him. But in the end, I know he was happy because we stayed here. John hasn't figured out a way to respond to all this life. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. Classic. I think this takes place in Canada. So we're just gonna go from it like that. I'm sorry. Thanks, John. I just realized I haven't even introduced myself. I'm sorry, Sarah, it's nice to meet you. But I think we've met before. I thought you looked familiar. We may have only seen each other once or twice. I used to come into town sometimes during the summer to help my dad run the store. There's a lot of dialogue in this game. I'm sorry if it seems like there's not a whole lot happening. It's a very character sort of driven story. It's very story driven and character driven and stuff. Yeah. We would have seen each other if you came here to buy anything. Well, I never stayed for too long. I was a college student back then. Hey, so I only came here when I was on break. So, how about I make us some coffee? Coffee date? What? Coffee date? What? It would be nice for us to sit down and have a date and catch up on everything date that's been going on here instead of date just standing here. Date. What do you date? No, I'm too nice of a person. Sounds good to me because it's coffee. That sounds good. I haven't had coffee in months. Okay. There's plenty of everything we need around here. Just help me get some wood out of the pantry so I can get the fireplace going and boil some water. Wow, you're super old-fashioned about this whole coffee thing. I mean, nothing wrong with old-fashioned when it comes to coffee. I brought some graham crackers too! They're about to expire, but they should still be good. Maybe a little stale. They're my favorite. I was saving them for a special occasion date. Thanks, they're great. Good coffee too. I never should have stayed locked up on my property for so long. I can't believe I was missing out on this. Honestly, I sort of feel bad. I mean, I had my dad for most of this time, so I wasn't alone. But you were all by yourself for so long. It must have been difficult. I guess that's why I kept going to your place, trying to approach you, but I never worked up the nerve to do it. I always preferred to be on my own, but this experience taught me what it is to be truly alone. Like, introvert alone. Nothing wrong with being an introvert. I'm like half introvert. It's weird. I'm weird. If you haven't already noticed, I'm a bit. So, Sarah, do you know our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? I really hope I haven't gone insane, but I guess I won't know until I come out and ask this. On my way into town, I got stopped by something. This Canadian accent is unfortunately slowly morphing into Mexican for some reason. Yeah. There are lots of weird things around here. They started showing up about a few weeks ago, right around the first time I tried leaving town. So no worries, you're not insane, for the most part, as far as I know. What did it look like? Really? You know what I'm talking about? What I saw, it had 2 heads, wings, and I think a heart. But not a human heart, more like a cut-out paper heart. It didn't have a body, from what I could tell. It was bizarre. Oh, he's one of the creepier ones. Sorry to hear he's the first one you ran into. So there are more of them? Oh gosh, why is it so... Yeah, I've come across a few already. Some days I go out and there are none to be found anywhere, like today. Other days, the town is like full of them. I try to avoid them, but sometimes I can't. It's sort of strange. Every time I run into them, it feels like they attack me somehow. But I don't get hurt. I never feel any pain or get any injuries. I just black out. It's a sensation I can't really describe. This is like teetering between like so many different voices. I'm a terrible voice actor. And then I end up waking up in my bed like nothing happened. Sometimes I find a few hours have gone by, sometimes an entire day. Wow, that's the same thing that happened to me. It told me to go home, but that the outside world wasn't safe. Sarah, do you have any idea what they are? Like, actually, we're wondering? Well, now you're the one who's going to think I'm insane. Like, in case you didn't already think that from the fact that I've been staring at your house a few times now. Like, we're setting this point, like, right now. Now you're going to start to think I might be insane. Right now. A few of them have talked to me. They said they were angels. I know. I see the kind you would put on top of your Christmas tree, like I do every year because I'm tall enough if I can stand on the couch. They say that God has called all the people on earth back to heaven, and now the angels have come down to make the world their home. This is totally Left Behind. The rapture has happened. Except for there's no like random piles of clothing just sitting everywhere around. And there's no crashed planes and crap. And the whole angels coming down to make the world their home, that's a little weird. That's a bit odd. If you know what I'm talking about with this whole Left Behind thing, please let me know. It's kind of a weird like Christian culture sort of thing. They tell me that this is why I can't leave. Apparently the rest of the planet is no longer safe for human beings. So this is like a cross between Left Behind and WALL-E. Do you believe that? No, John. Not for a minute. At least, that's what I'd like to say. To be honest, like you, lately I've been questioning how sound my mind is. Like, lately I've been like, hey, maybe I shouldn't like just stare at the house. Maybe I should like just accidentally like pick the lock to your fence. And like maybe like just accidentally like break a rock through your window and climb through. And like accidentally watch you sleep. In this crazy world, I guess anything could be possible. It's just, if there really is a God, I can't imagine him doing something like this, ending the world in such a ridiculous way. Neither can I. This is not very realistic. But it's a video game, so it's okay, I guess. So you tried leaving town too? Yeah, when my dad died, I did a few things to try to cope with the loss. I buried him in a little grove right here next to the shop. I know that probably sounds weird along with all the other stuff that I've been talking about, but this was his home. It was my childhood home too. I can't imagine anywhere else he would like to be. I've been here since I was like 3.5. I thought I saw something that looked like a grave outside. I was particularly interested in the grave. Yeah, that was really intriguing. This room used to be his. You're sitting on where his bed used to be right now. I got rid of his bed and put a couch and these chairs in here to make it a living room. Actually, that's what it's nice actually being able to use it. But none of that provided enough closure. Without him here, this place, this building, the entire town just felt like an empty shell. So eventually I went for a walk down the road leading out of town. I hadn't made any commitment to leave. I just wanted to get an idea of what kind of journey it might be like. And then outside of all the angels floating around, like just randomly, like suddenly I'm a belly girl and I discovered something else, alright? We're just gonna like slowly like transition into these different places, alright? I was going to head down that road too. I wanted to get to the hardware store outside of town to gather more supplies. What did you find? Oh! So that's why you finally opened up your gate! Like, this was gonna be the day that I, like, picked the lock and date what? Well, there's definitely something you need to see. John, do you want to take a walk date with me? I could show it to you first date. I think it's the only way you will believe me. Date. This way, it's straight ahead. It's going straight ahead. There's a wall. And it's not even like, that's not even a wall. My thoughts exactly. What? I don't know where this wall came from, but it wasn't here until a few weeks ago. The strangest part is, you can't go around it. Like, it's actually like a legit wall. I've tried. Like, I've walked into it like time and time again. I have bruises on my forehead like you would not believe. It's like the wall continues on both sides even though you can't see it. Like, can you see it? I can't see it. I've walked into the woods a few times hoping to find a way around, and then I just ended up running into Slenderman, and that's just, I don't want to have to deal with all that noise. Actually, like, literally all that static noise. It's really irritating. But whenever I do, one of the angels catch me, and I end up back at home. What's this in the center? 12 holes in a circle, and writing in the middle. You who wish to enter the holy city where dwell the angels of the Most High, bring forth the 12 keys of deliverance, and for you the gates shall be opened. Actually, I already found one of the keys. It was like sitting like right next to my hand. It was in the flowers I planted in front of my dad's grave. I was watering them a few days ago and I just saw it there on the ground. And I was like, ew, dirt. But then I was like, wait, I have sanitizer from Bed Bath & Beyond. And like, Bath & Body Works. I got it from both of those places. I swear, it wasn't there the day before. So I brought it here and it fit like a key into a lock. Right into the hole at the lowest part of the circle. It fit like cause it's a key. So it would fit into a lock. Okay? Here, take a look. Oh my gosh, I have a message from Sky. Also, I obtained the key of the end. Wait, no. Obtain the key of the end. I don't know why all of this has been happening. I just want to think it's some horrible idea of a joke. You know, with like unpassable walls and like freaking angels walking around and skywriting everywhere. Yeah, totally a joke. To be honest, the longer I stay here, the more afraid I'm becoming. Can we date? Sarah, You can hear it too? Yes, it's the same. Yes, it's the same as before. It must be here again. Oh. that's weird. Well, here's the thing about this. We're gonna have to leave this part till the end, until tomorrow, because we've gone way over time. Sorry about that, guys. I'm actually finding this really interesting and a lot of fun, so I hope you guys are too. Leave some comments and like the video if you like the video. That's usually how that works. And yeah, I will see you later.